The way I do my deal is I do a guarantee on my staffed events, okay, where I go ahead and I will cover the expense of the mail, any social advertising, email marketing, so on and so forth. My team, I go ahead and I cover that expense up front. So I've got all the skin in the game. Massive action is what creates massive results. So get to work. Hey guys, it's Chief Codby, the BDG Insider. Staffed events. I know it's kind of a dirty word. A lot of guys and gals don't like it. It's a big part of our business. We've been doing it since 2012. We still have clients today that we started with then. I've been featured in Auto Success magazine about some of the help that I've given my dealers as far as turning their stores around. And I just want to talk about staffed events, the financial benefit for it, okay? Now, as a small boutique firm with a guy who's been a dealer, who's been a general manager, that knows the craziness that goes on, I make sure that I put curbs in place to ensure that you are brain damage free when we do a staffed event. We're not promising guys, an extra 2 cylinders on a 6-cylinder truck. We're not going to mow their lawn for the rest of their lives, car washes for life, none of that nonsense. We've got the stopgaps in place. And I'll go into that, if you have any interest as far as how we can protect your environment and how we can truly become a partner. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dive in and I'm going to show you the financial benefit. I was talking to a friend of mine who's got about a 100 car a month store, and we're getting ready to do something, and leading up to it, he's like, "Hey Latif, do me a favor. Can you outline for me what it's going to look like in my environment?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, man. It'd be my pleasure to do so." So I kind of asked him some basic questions, and knowing what I know about the industry and some of the statistics that we get from NADA, he's a 100 car a month store. He averages about 2,500 a car, front and back and variable. And obviously there's no no dock in that number, no pack in that number, but real deal, front and back, 2,500 a car, new, used, combined, blended at the end of the month. Okay, so he's about 100 car a month store. We're in a quarter a car, doing about 250 in variable gross a month. Okay, so why a staffed event? Well, obviously we're going to bring incremental business and we're going to bring incremental gross. We are not going to walk around the inventory. We're going to help you turn aged inventory. We're going to help you turn new car inventory. We're going to come to work. The way I do my deal is I do a guarantee on my staffed events, okay, where I go ahead and I will cover the expense of the mail, any social advertising, email marketing, so on and so forth. My team, I go ahead and I cover that expense up front. So I've got all the skin in the game, all right? So we truly are partners in this deal and I want to make it successful. So in this type of environment, typically what I'll do is I'll do a 10-day sale, okay? So we do a 10-day sale. Now, if you're a 100 car a month store and where he's at, they're open, 30, 31 days a month. They're not closed on Sundays. So you figure they're averaging about 3.3 cars a day, okay? So organically, he's going to do 33 cars regardless, okay? And typically they run, like I said, 2,500 a car. But because we're going to be there working with his management staff, we're going to be on the floor getting, early management involvement, taking TOs, making sure that we put the customer on the right car. We're not letting the customer direct the deal. We're going to manage the deal accordingly, put them on the right car, make sure that we are financially qualified, make sure that we have, money down, cosign, or whatever it is. We're going to make sure that we identify the opportunity up front to make as much money as possible rather than letting the customer predicate the deal, and then we get a lag 5 call from the bank or we get a short call from the bank, and we're making a skinny deal just to sell a deal. That's not why we're in the business. That's not why we're doing this. We want some serious ROI. So we're going to manage the deal. So we're actually going to pick up that extra $1,500 a car, okay? So, we're going to run that $4,000 number, okay? So rather than what the dealer would typically make somewhere in the $80,000, $90,000 range, we're going to do about $132,000, I think is what that math works out to be, okay? So now, of course, over the course of that 10 days, conservatively, we're going to do our 50 cars, okay? 50 cars, $4,000 a car. Follow me with the math. We're about $200,000, right? Real simple. And it's going to bring us to about $332,000 in gross profit in a store that over the course of a month would typically only do about $250,000 in variable, okay? Now the real beauty is remember, these 50 deals are true incremental deals because these people never would have come to your store. We're not pulling the market forward. We're very subprime literate as far as putting these deals together, and we obviously work with a mission of getting it done, okay? So we're looking at $332,000 in an environment that only does $250,000. Now the real beauty is that after we're gone, you're going to have plenty of opportunity to follow up with these people. So in an environment where we're doing 50 cars, we're probably having somewhere between 500 or 600 people come through the door. We close about 10%. That leaves about another 450, 500 people for you guys to follow up with, okay? And you've got 20 days left in the month. So in theory, you're going to do your 66 cars, at that 3.5, 3.3 per day. So you're going to pick up an extra 66 cars. even if there's no increase in the gross profit, your salespeople didn't learn anything while we were there because we're working with them, we're training them, we're teaching them new techniques, we're teaching them the concept of building value in the product before we ask for the sale, we're teaching them how to control the customer instead of going from the car when the customer pulls up and going from the curb to the car and let the customer direct how it goes. We're going to bring the customer inside, we're going to teach them how to do a proper interview, how to make sure that we put them in the right car the first time, communication with the desk, making sure everybody works in a synergistic environment. We're going to teach them how to do this, and typically we see an increase in gross profit in our partnership stores, $300 to $500 to $800 a car, depending upon the market and depending upon how receptive the team is and how receptive the management team is. But let's just say it's flat. Let's just say it's the 66 at $2,500 a car. Okay, the dealer is going to make another $165,000 when we're gone. Okay, so you're looking at the 10 days we're there, we're putting 332 on the books. After we're gone, if the dealer does nothing else, he does $165,000, and we're looking at an environment that typically does, $250,000 in gross. We're looking at $497,000, in a given 30-day month, using this math. And you can see where the financial benefit lies for the dealer. Based on my guarantee program, the dealer has no skin in the game. Give me an environment to work. Let's work as a team. We get together. Like I said, we put stopgaps to protect your interest. But at the end of the day, we're talking about bringing $500,000 in gross. We're going to double your gross. And even after you pay me out, you're going to be much higher than you would have been in any other month. Plus, the backside benefit is you're picking up your dock fee. You're going to have to bring in some additional inventory after we liquidate all your cars, after we sell your cars. So you're going to have, new car PDIs. You're going to have UCIs that you're going to be able to do. So if you're running $500-600 a car in recon in your shop, that's all incremental money. That's all yours. Plus the goodwill from the 50 customers you've got out there. If your salespeople are doing it right, we're going to get some good repeat business. We're going to get some referral business. You're going to get increase in fixed operations because those extra units in operation. So it's a huge opportunity for a dealer in a small market or mid-sized market or whatever market you're in. If you're doing 100 cars a month, that's where you're at. If you're at a 200 car a month store, go ahead and exponentially, increase that. So it is a huge opportunity for a dealer. I hope you took the time to pay attention to this. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'd love to talk to you, share some ideas with you about what we can do for you in your marketplace. And that's pretty much it. I'm Latif Kadri, the BDG Insider. Sell like hell.